Hello Nancy Drew fans, welcome back to another playthrough of the Nancy Drew games. I felt at least that I was really trying to push my way through the games, and I was for a bit. Admittedly, I've taken a little bit of a break now between Danger by Design and this latest game, which is the Creature of Kapu Cave, game 15 of the adventure series. And the reason for wanting to sort of push through the games is because I've been really wanting to play the game after this, which is White Wolf of Icicle Creek. That sounds really silly, especially to my own ear, because I do not like the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. However, that game takes place in the dead of winter, which is what it is right now. That's how it feels. It's minus 40 this morning. 2 days ago it was minus 45 with a wind chill of minus 50. I really could have used a toasty pack, or it was Friday when I needed her. However, before I can get to that lovely snowy winter setting in Alberta, my neighboring province, I have to experience the flip side of the weather and temperature spectrum and go to Hawaii. So first I am playing the Creature of Kapu Cave. And I feel ready. I had pineapple juice this morning. I actually did have like a Tetra Pak of pineapple juice and thought, oh, how timely. Wasn't intended. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump into this game. I'm all prepared for Hawaii, even though I feel like I shouldn't be playing this game yet, but that's alright. So let's jump in.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Alright, I can do that. Okay, and again, I have to read this out loud because Nancy doesn't. I'm sure she does at some point read the case files. Like Warnings at Waverly Academy, I have that in my brain that Nancy reads that. Anyways, I will read this one. Current assignment. Travel to Hawaii, ! And spend 3 weeks working for Dr. Quigley Kim, an entomologist who needs someone to help her do field work on the Big Island. One of Dad's friends saw the want ad she ran in his alumni newsletter and thought of me. I wonder why. Why they would think of Nancy for that. It's not really her background. Anyhow, I won't get paid, naturally, and I'm not exactly sure what someone who studies insects means by field work. But I do get a free plane ticket, and I'll be working outdoors in one of the most beautiful places in the world. It does seem a beautiful place. I've never been to Hawaii. The only thing that kind of worries me is that instead of meeting me at the airport, Dr. Kim wants me to take a bus to this little town on the southern coast of the Big Island. I'm supposed to pick up the keys to the vehicle she'll leave for me there from someone named Big Island Mike at Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursion Center. Say that 10 times fast. Which means I'll have to drive to her field camp, which is deep in the rainforest, by myself. But it's not like I'm going anywhere dangerous. I'll be in a tropical paradise. What could possibly go wrong? Famous last words, folks. Alright. That's a very brief overview of our case. It's funny it's in a case file because it's not a mystery. This is work. Soon to turn into a mystery. Would you like to start the game? Yes, please. Senior, please. That is quite the introduction. I actually really like that. We see this act of sabotage and sort of sets the scene for the mystery that's going to unfold pretty quickly. And speaking of introduction, I thought of this and just didn't say it earlier. When you start this game, there's no opening image that says the Creature of Kapu Cave, or has a... It doesn't necessarily have to say the Creature of Kapu Cave, but it doesn't have an image representing this game, whereas all the previous games did. I think someone missed that when they were putting this game together. Anyways, let's read our sign here. Sign up for an excursion, or pardon me, an immersion excursion, and experience Big Island Mike's unique try it and trade it system for learning and cashing in on the skills of ancient Hawaiians. Cool beans.
Just off the bus, huh? If you're looking for a real deal Hawaiian vacation, you got off at the right spot.
Actually, I'm looking for somebody named Big Island Mike.
That's me. You by yourself?
Not really. My name's Nancy Drew.
Question
Well,
mark?
just in case whoever told you about this place didn't give you the lowdown, here it is. You sign up with Big Island Mike, you'll live like a real Hawaiian. Work like they work, play like they play. No tourist stuff. From me, you get authentic.
Well, that sounds good, but...
See, I'm like a tailor. Only I don't make clothes, I make vacations. Real, honest-to-goodness Hawaiian vacations. Custom-made to fit just you and you alone. You like the beach? I'll get you to the beach, but I'll also keep you busy. Busy doing things real Hawaiians have done for 1,000 years. And you'll have a good time doing it, I'll make sure. In fact, I've got a couple of guys staying here about your age. They're from the mainland, too.
Oh, man.
I got those boys surfing, shelling, fishing, snorkeling, everything. You sign up, you'll do everything, too. Maybe even at the same time as them, huh?
Well, there's his big spiel, and you kind of get a feel for the guy right away. He sells his business, right? That's what he's about. He's trying to get more people to participate in his excursions.
Sounds interesting, but I'm just here to pick up some car keys.
Oh, you're the wahine who's going to be working up there in the rainforest with Dr. Kim studying bugs. You're going to have to pick them up and put them in jars and stuff.
Wahine, I think, is a Polynesian term, because I've heard the Maori say that in New Zealand, who are also of Polynesian heritage, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Polynesians went to New Zealand and Hawaii, possibly other places. Those are the two I remember, so yeah, I think that's a Polynesian term. Well, so am I going to pick up bugs and put them in jars and stuff? Maybe. I mean, if I answer like this, it sounds like I'm really not there for the job. Like, I'm not into it. So why would Nancy have been chosen for this job? Anyways, I also picked the answer that I don't agree with personally, but I think is a better answer for Nancy if she's doing this, like, internship thing.
Well, I hope so. I think bugs are really interesting.
Better to be working for Dr. Kim than up at the Hili Hili. That doctor there, he makes people mess with stuff way worse than bugs.
What's the Hili Hili?
The Hili Hili Research Center, everything up there's a big mystery. People who work at Hili Hili, they never stay long. And when they leave, they don't talk.
Bum bum bum.
Be that as it may, I'm supposed to get a key from you?
Dr. Kim arranged for you to use one of my rigs. Got the key right here, but know what? I'm not gonna give it to you.
Oh, man.
You're not?
A Big Island Mike immersion excursion beats chasing bugs around the jungle any day. And to prove it, I'm not gonna give you the key until you go to the beach, collect some shells, and make a necklace for me. You can put the shells you find in here. Make me an aloha necklace. There's a picture of it over at the necklace-making table.
But I really think I should go meet Dr. Kim like I'm supposed to.
You make the necklace, I give you the key. Only you know what? You're not gonna want it anymore. You're gonna walk on the beach, look for shells, sit and string them. You're gonna get so relaxed, you're gonna come back in here and say, "You were right, Big Island Mike. Forget the bug doctor. Sign me up." You'll see.
I really appreciate the voice acting there. I like how he slows down his cadence and really sets the scene of how relaxed we're going to be. It's done really well. I could look at things in here, but they're not necessary, and I'll come back to them later on. Although I could look at this newspaper. Oh, pineapple crop. A storyline I don't care for, but I do like the juice. Healy nonsense. I really like this print. The artists and designers do really good jobs. I don't know that I ever really point this out, but these worlds they create are really quite amazing. All the detail and making sure that they're fitting to each location. Giving these wooden slats, the masks. I don't know if I've ever clicked on the masks before, but yeah, they do a really fine job. So, you know, kudos to that art department. I need to go make an aloha necklace. What do
Big
I
Island
need?
Mike told me to make an aloha necklace. Ah, here we go. So what shells do I need?
Do I have any? I have some. I need 6 of each of these two, and one of these guys. So I will try to get some shells, but I'm going to be interrupted. This thing is closed.
A little surfer shack. Too bad it's closed.
Yep.
Whoever runs it is probably off surfing.
Makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna stumble upon those 2 dudes from the mainland. And my phone will
Hello?
ring.
So, did you arrive okay?
Ned, hi! Oh, perfect timing. I just got here. In fact, I'm on the beach.
The bug
beach?
doctor's on the beach?
No, I have to collect shells and make a necklace before I can get the keys she's left for me. It's a long story.
Well, I wish I could be there with you, believe me. It's done nothing but rain non-stop since I dropped you off at the airport. The sky's just this constant shade of gray. It'd be depressing even with you here. But with you not here, it's...
Oh my gosh! You're not gonna believe this, but Frank and Joe Hardy are here.
What? Are you sure?
Positive. Hey, listen, I'll call you later, okay?
But...
Bye.
Nancy? What are you doing here?
I just got here. I'm going to be helping this entomologist Dad heard about do field work for the next 2 weeks. What are you guys doing here?
We got here yesterday.
Believe it or not, we're on assignment.
Joe, keep it down.
Richard Akins, the CEO of Akins Biotech, he hired us to do kind of a background check on Pua Mapu and her father, Mike Mapu. She's an up-and-coming world-class surfer. He runs a local business called Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursions.
No kidding. I'm supposed to pick up a car at Big Island Mike's. What does this Akins guy need a background check for?
He's thinking about using Pua in the ad campaign for one of his products. He wants to make sure there aren't any skeletons in either of the Mapu's closets before he makes her an offer.
Since she teaches surfing for her dad, we signed up for one of his immersion excursions so we could get to know her and make sure she's as squeaky clean as she seems.
Akins figured someone who was closer to her own age could find out a lot more than some private investigator.
So you were basically hired to vacation in Hawaii and learn how to surf. Is that what you're saying?
Don't worry. As soon as the opportunity presents itself, we'll be doing some hardcore snooping, too.
Yeah, Akins wants us to make sure Mapu's business is also squeaky clean. But the guy never leaves his office, which so far has made rummaging through his paperwork impossible.
So you're doing field work for an entomologist?
Yep, just me and Dr. Kim and a couple thousand of her closest insect-type friends out there in the jungle.
Well, watch out for Kane Okala.
Aw, Joe.
Watch out for who?
Kane Okala. That's Hawaiian for rough-skinned man.
He's this legendary guy who got half burned up in a volcano a millennium or 2 ago, and now whenever something really bad happens on the island, people start saying they've seen him in the jungle. He doesn't like people messing with his island, see, so he goes on these rampages. Apparently, his temper is as nasty as his complexion.
And there have been a lot of sightings lately, probably because of the pineapples.
What's wrong with the pineapples?
The pineapples have been growing so poorly on this part of the island that people say there may not even be a local crop this year, but nobody can say why. Although I'm willing to bet this Kane Okala guy could.
Joe.
If he really existed, which of course he does not. Happy, Frank?
Well, I better get going. Good luck, you guys. I have my cell phone, so keep in touch.
You too. In fact, if there's anything you need out there,
Food, toiletries, monster repellent.
call us anytime, okay?
Oh, that's what that line's
Okay,
from.
bye.
Bye.
See you, Nance.
Okay, pet peeve before I continue. Oh, Frank and Joe Hardy. I have mixed feelings about them being involved in the games in any capacity because I grew up with just Nancy Drew with Bess and George and Ned. I didn't read the super mysteries right away. Like, it took a long time, and having the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew's worlds collide was just so weird to me as far as the games went, and I felt like they really should have been kept separate. I'm not as fussed about that now, possibly because I've read so many of the case files and I feel the normalcy of it. But the thing I actually was intending to point out is I do not like how they look different than they did in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. I really liked their appearances. Here they don't look like the same people. Like, how did Nancy recognize them as Frank and Joe? Honestly, they don't look remotely the same as before. And Frank's voice is different. And I mean, this is all depending on your ability to get the same voice actor, or maybe they didn't like his tone or pitch or something about him before. I don't know, maybe he just wasn't available. But I liked Frank's voice in the first game. I really liked that it was low and deep and really different than Joe's, and it really stood out, and I thought it suited him really well. So this really bothers me and always has. Nothing I can do about it, but just wanted to share my feelings about the Hardy Boys. And also, another side note, the book I was reading just before this was a Hardy Boys book. Number 14, The Hidden Harbor Mystery. Not too bad. I actually kind of recommend that one. I didn't like the one before it, The Mark on the Door, but that was also kind of timely. I'll be reading the book that this game is based off of pretty soon. I might actually start today. It's The Mystery on Maui. I read the back of it last night because I didn't really remember how the story went. I know it focuses more on surfing, so... but, I mean, we'll get to that when I do my book-to-game comparison in however many days from now. Anyways, continuing on. Let's look for some shells. I want to make a necklace. Ooh, I need that one. I need that one. I can't seem to get rid of my recording bar this time. I managed to play without it popping up in my last playthrough. I found a way to do it, and it's not working this time. So there might be shells over here that I can't see. There we go. I need 2 more shells. That's not one of them. That's one, so I need 1 more. Could it be under here? Yes, it is! There we go. Should be able to make my Aloha necklace. This is also one of my favorite things about this game. I enjoy collecting shells and making necklaces. I've spent hours doing this in the past, which is a little sad. That's what I would prefer to do. And try and solve my mystery is go to the beach and look for shells and make necklaces.
They're beautiful. I'll just give this to Mr. Mapu and be on my way.
Indeed. Oops. Try that again.
You finished the necklace.
If you could give the extra shells I collected to those 2 guys from the mainland, that'd be great. May I keep the necklace I made?
Sorry. My idea, my necklace. But the rig key is yours.
Thank you. Hey!
One more
Oh.
thing. Kane Okala.
That rough-skinned guy? What about him?
It's the people at Hili Hili. They're doing something that Kane Okala doesn't like. That's why he's back. The people that say he's just a legend, don't believe them.
I'll remember that, really.
Hope I don't regret this. The rig's out front. Got a GPS system and everything. The location of Dr. Kim's camp's already programmed in.
It's weird now that, you have to point out that there's a GPS system when that's standard now in so many vehicles. How the times have changed since this game came out. When did this come out? 06? 07? Oh, one or the other.
I heard that something weird seems to be going on with the pineapple crop this year. What have you heard about it?
It's the Hili Hili. Whatever they're doing up there, it's gonna end up ruining the pineapple fields. The newspapers know the truth. They're just too afraid of the Hili Hili lawyers to write the truth.
This came in... Oh, all the words in the wrong order. This came out in 2006, just in case anyone was wondering, because I questioned it a second ago.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Mahalo!
Bye-bye. Oh, this time-consuming thing. Like, it's all fancy and looks nice, but man, This just eats up time. Oh, I've just remembered all the stuff that's still to come. And now it's sunny. Should at least be overcast.
Stuck in a ditch. Great. Well, hopefully Dr. Kim will be able to help me get it out. Uh-oh. Sounds like I missed a call.
You have reached Nancy Drew, who is currently unavailable. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hi, Nance, it's Joe. Listen, Big Island Mike heard on the radio that the bridge on the road leading to that bug lady's camp just washed out. So I hope you get this message before you get to her place, because if you've already crossed the bridge, it sounds like you won't be able to get back into town for a couple of days. In any case, be careful, and again, if there's anything Frank or I can do, just holler. Take care.
So, on top of being stuck in a ditch, I'm stranded in the jungle. Well, at least I'm not alone. I mean, I won't be when I find Dr. Kim. Oh my gosh, this place is a mess. What happened? And where's Dr. Kim?
See, if that storm had passed through, you could blame it for the mayhem here, but I don't know if the storm was meant to have come through, because Nancy's missed it. Like, it just doesn't make sense. If the storm had come here first and then hit the bridge, she would have driven through it, which it doesn't sound like she did. Yeah, and just it feels like a continuity error to me. Like it's too sunny. If there was a storm where the bridge was, which doesn't seem like it was very far away. I mean, it's not a big island, even though they call it the big island. Just it doesn't make sense. Continuity just seems off to me. Anyways, we're missing some of the cells for the solar panels.
A winch.
I need it lower so I can eventually attach a hook to it. But that's just so we can kind of see how it functions. Yeah.
What I need for this is a hook.
I know. Alright. Oh, yes.
A tape recorder. There's a tape in it. Looks like it needs to be rewound.
Oh, remember when things were done with tapes?
I'm Dr. Quigley Kim, and this is an oral record of my activities on the Big Island, beginning with today, March 11th. Hopefully, I'll remember to use this thing every day, but I much prefer writing things down. And frankly, I don't care much for hearing myself on tape. It makes me sound very nasal for some strange reason. Of course, this whole recording thing was my father's idea. I mean, just because he always kept an oral journal when he was in the field, he automatically assumed I'd want to too. So he practically forced me to... There I go again. Well, at least with this thing, when I start digressing, I can just push this button and... Already, I'm forgetting to use this thing. Okay, now it's March 15th. My camp's all set up and my equipment's all ready to go. So tomorrow, I'm gonna start rigging frass traps. I probably should have started doing that today, but I spent the whole morning observing a colony of feral bees. Man, I hope somebody answers the ad my mentor placed in that newsletter. If she could get me an assistant, I could spend the whole day observing whatever insect I want. Oh, would that be cool or what? March 19th. This has never happened to me before, ever. But when I was out checking traps in the jungle today, I got the weirdest feeling that I was being watched.
Creepy.
I mean, it was broad daylight, and I didn't see anybody or hear anything, but I just suddenly got this creepy feeling that I wasn't alone. Then, after about 3 minutes, it went away. It was just weird. It's March 24th. For the past 2 days now, I've heard this very odd humming sound coming from way deep in the jungle. Okay, to be honest, it sounds more like whispering. 1 minute it's there, next minute it's gone. And I have no idea what's causing it. I don't even have a theory as to what's causing it. I hate that. It's March 28th. Great news. Actually, lots of great news. I just got done with my initial frass jar content analysis, and it looks like something really strange is going on with the Norsa beta odorata larvae around here. Once I run these numbers through my formula machine, which I'm retrieving from my trunk even as I speak, once I run these numbers, I'll know for sure. And I'm getting an assistant. Somebody named Nancy Drew has agreed to fly out here for a couple of weeks and work for me, which means I'm on the verge of fame, fortune, and free labor. Woohoo! Is life good or what?
Oh, man.
The tape ran out. What was that? I sure hope Dr. Kim is okay.
It's a valid concern. After the state of the site and all those sounds she heard in the recording, that'd be rather worrisome.
Dr. Kim, are you here? Hello? Anybody here? Dr. Kim? She's gone. Ugh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay.
The radio doesn't have any power.
As you'd expect.
Yoo-hoo! Oh, yoo-hoo! Anybody there? Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo!
Even though we know there's no power.
Nancy, welcome. Use this radio to call me at this frequency, 18.305, QK.
Would that I could. Just a mess. Could turn that on.
Wonder what this thing does.
Huh. It has power. Continuity error. Man. Oh, man.
Interesting lock.
Okay. Which is which? That one's blah. Which I will need. I don't need that one. Need that one at the end. Blah. Blee. Blee. Okay. Just to reset it. Do I remember which is which? Yes.
Malachi Herbert Craven. IQ of 182. Maintains blog.
High school yearbook called him least likely to ever play well with others. Youch. Colleagues detested him. I mean, that says a lot about his personality and his interpersonal skills, or lack thereof.
Solar power.
Interesting. Yeah. Renewable energy, it's important. We need to keep our planet healthy. It's one direction to move in.
Area code 312. Chicago, maybe?
I'll have to write that down because I don't know if it's going to be stored in Nancy's phone. Give that a call in a mo.
Okay, what else do we have in this trunk?
A hook. Hello.
A security pass for the Healy Healy Research Center. Maybe someone there knows where Dr. Kim is.
Oh, that upcoming conversation is one I dread. Anytime I have to go to Healy Healy. Just not happy about it. Alright. Oh, right. I can't see what's happening on my phone. That might be the number. I'll try it.
Hello?
Hi, Ned. Sorry I hung up on
Oh,
you like
guess
that
not.
before. Believe it or not, that was the Hardy Boys I saw. They're here too.
No kidding. Doing what?
They're on assignment. They're doing a background check on this local surfer girl.
Somebody hired them to check out a surfer?
And her father, yeah.
They're getting paid to check out a Hawaiian surfer girl while you're camping in the jungle chasing insects for free.
Yeah.
Nancy, in case you're wondering what that thing you're holding is, it's the short end of the stick.
Very funny.
So what's going on?
I know, like, I'm aware of that line. That's another one I didn't know came from this game. Apparently there are a lot of funny lines from this game.
Dr. Kim is missing.
Missing? What do you mean? What happened?
I got to her camp, and not only was she not there, but the place had been torn apart.
You think she was kidnapped or something?
Either that or...
What?
Oh, God.
Some people say this legendary creature named Kane Okala has been going on rampages through the jungle lately.
You think some creature got her?
No, but I just wish I knew where she was, that's all.
You shouldn't be out there by yourself. I think you should head back into town until she turns up.
Can't. The bridge on the road to town washed out behind me on my way out here.
Great.
That's all from here.
Feel free to call me anytime.
Okie dokie. Bye.
Yeah, here's this terrible news, but bye. I'm fine. All right. Let's see. 1312 555 9634.
LifeWorks Biochem? Dr. Kim, you're finally calling?
Yes, I am finally calling.
What's wrong with your nose? You sound so normal.
Oh, well, I've been taking antihistamines.
How did you get this number?
Well, you see, Hello? Hello?
Well, so much for that phone call.
Must be Dr. Kim's notes. Phew, looks like Greek to me.
Okay. Well, let's...
Still stuck in the ditch.
For now, come on.
Still stuck in the ditch.
Guess I have to go this way. Let's not get stuck in the ditch. Or not stay stuck in the ditch. So this must not be powered by solar. Maybe it's gasoline powered. I don't know. Feels like another continuity error. How does this thing run? Well, guys, I have some questions.
There, it's out of the ditch.
And that's already detached. All right. All the things I don't want to do. Why am I playing this game again? So I can play the next game, which I also don't actually like. My brain's just dumb. Poor decision-making skills I have. Let's see what this says. Restricted area. Authorized personnel only. Well, fine. How would I not use the card?
State your business, please.
Hi, listen, I found this pass, and I wondered if...
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to put your hands up.
Put my hands up?
Who are you? Where did you get that pass?
He's not very friendly.
Which question would you like me to answer first?
That pass was not issued to you. Now where did you get it?
Let's be a smart aleck.
I think maybe I'd like to answer the other question.
All right then, who are you?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm Dr. Kim's temporary research assistant. Today's my first day. Are you...
I'm Malachi Craven, of course. I'm the head of this facility. Now explain yourself.
I have that pass because when I arrived, Dr. Kim's base camp was all torn up and I couldn't find her anywhere. So I went searching through her stuff for something that might tell me where she is. I thought that since she had that pass, someone here could tell me where she is.
Well, you thought wrong. And for your information, that pass was reported missing. She probably stole it weeks ago.
You think Dr. Kim stole it?
Oh, use your brain. This is a private research facility with highly restricted access. Of course she stole it.
All right, that's enough.
Excuse me?
You're jumping all over me when the only thing I did to you was tell you the truth. I know who you are, Dr. Craven. I know you're an incredibly gifted scientist whose work has never been fully appreciated. In fact, as an amateur horticulturist, I would give anything to know what you're doing with the plants in here. But being a genius does not give you the right to be rude.
Agreed.
Oh, I'm sorry, young lady. Everything you just said is quite correct. The genius part rings particularly true. How do you know about me?
I read a lot. Like I said, I'm kind of a science freak.
If you're interested in horticulture, why are you assisting an entomologist?
Well, bugs and plants do kind of go hand in hand. And when I heard there was a free round-trip ticket to Hawaii involved...
Smart girl.
What makes you think Dr. Kim stole that security pass?
That was just my temper talking. I obviously have no reason to suspect the good doctor of any criminal activity whatsoever.
It's nice that he actually kind of backtracks there. I don't know if that's meant to be suspicious or if him actually feeling kind of guilty for being a jerk.
Have you ever met Dr. Kim?
Possibly. I don't honestly remember. From what I've read about her research, I have no real desire to meet her, quite frankly.
Any chance you could give me a tour of this place?
None whatsoever. This is a private facility. I'm under no obligation to put my work on display or explain what I'm doing to anyone, except my employer, of course.
But what you're doing does involve hybridizing plants?
Look here, Nancy. You're obviously familiar with me and my previous accomplishments, so I know how exciting all this must be for you, but I'm simply not at liberty to discuss my current project, though it is truly spectacular. Sorry.
Such a narcissist.
Guess I better go look for Dr. Kim.
Marvelous idea.
Well, all right. Again, quite the artwork. Very intricate. Oh wait, I need cells. Can I just go back there?
State your business, please.
Hi, I'd like to see Dr. Craven.
Dr. Craven isn't seeing anybody right now, so just back your car up, turn around, and leave.
No, Dr. Craven will see me. Really, just call him, please.
Dr. Craven? What? The young lady who...
Dr. Craven, it's me, Nancy Drew. I know you're busy, but I really enjoyed talking to you before. Could I come in just for a few minutes?
Let her in. Somewhat to my surprise, I find that I actually don't mind talking to you.
Thanks.
You see, I have a niece back in Philadelphia who's just about your age. Nice girl, spunky. Insisted on majoring in English or sociology or some such drivel, but a very bright girl nonetheless. Unfortunately, her father, my brother, and I don't get along, so I don't get to see her anymore. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Rats.
I still need to find Dr. Kim, so I'd better go.
By all means, farewell.
Just wanted you to share that story with me. I just have to go look at the thing again.
A solar panel. Looks
Yes.
like this is what powers the radio. Some of the photovoltaic cells are missing.
See, why couldn't this have come up the first time I looked at the panel? Honestly. Silly to have gone back to it. Like, I already know what it is. Why couldn't Nancy have made that statement earlier? Oh, okay. I'm struggling already with this game.
State your business. Oh,
So
it's you.
What is it now?
I'm in desperate need of some photovoltaic cells so I can repair a solar panel back at camp. And I know you're a big proponent of solar energy, so could you by any chance spare me, say, 9 cells?
Tell you what, I'll give you all the cells you need after you harvest at least a dozen seeds from those plants down there. They represent an extremely promising cultivar that I've hybridized. Unfortunately, I've developed some kind of allergy to them, so that just being in the same room with them has me scratching like a dog at a flea circus. My getting seeds from them is out of the question. But since you're here, you can do it. Just pick a few pods, pop them open, and put only viable seeds into the container. To know what I mean by viable, just read the notes that I left down there.
I guess it kind of makes sense now, because Nancy hadn't read the note about him only working in places that are at least 50% solar panel powered. So she would have made that tie to the solar panel, but even so, that's dumb.
Couldn't someone around here do
I
it
don't know
for
why I
you?
picked that.
I run a lean, mean machine here. No one else has the time. Bring me 12 viable seeds, and those cells are yours.
Okay. Oops. Seed nodes. Viable seeds have a rich brown color and a distinctive white splotch. MC. Okay. None of those. Might have picked up the same pod 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There. 12 viable seeds. I hope.
I have a feeling that you can go to a bunch of different pods, like there aren't specific ones that you have to go to. I think they make this pretty easy. Or an easy task to accomplish. I could be mistaken, but I feel like that at least is correct. It's pretty easy.
Finished?
Like I said, no problem.
Very good. These will do just fine. And so, as I promised, instruct Olson to put a box of A3 photovoltaic cells into Miss Drew's vehicle as soon as possible.
Right away, Dr. Craven.
Unfortunately, even after I've destroyed those little green devils, I'm told it'll be some time before this itching stops.
Isn't there something you could take for it?
I was prescribed an antihistamine, but I'm afraid taking it will make me too sleepy to get any work done.
That's the second time an antihistamine has been brought up. And that phone call Nancy had with that mystery number from Chicago, and now with Dr. Craven.
Guess I better go look for Dr. Kim.
Marvelous idea.
Okay. Now I can be productive.
Where these new cells go must have something to do with the numbers on them. But what?
And I can't see what's right there. Alright, I also can't see what this one says. Okay, how does this one work? I don't remember. Okay, look at this one. That equals 14. This side equals 16. Well, okay, that's not helpful at all. Is it a total? Then 14 and 16 would be 30. That's 14 and 14 is 28. So is there 2? Hey! What did I say? 30? So we've got 15 and 6 is 21. So is there 9? Yes. This one is 18 and 5, that's 23, so 7. I think this is the first time I've actually figured out what the total needs to be. Alright, so that's going to be 16 and 8. Oh, 24, so I need a 6. Yeah. Ooh, am I allowed a double 6? 8 and 2 is 10. Plus... oh, goodness. Oh, I've got 2 2s. 10 and 13 is 23, so 25, I need a 5. We've got 15 and 11 is 26, so I need a 4. Man, I wish I knew if there was something up there. Oh, elimination. 1, 2, 3, so that's got something. Well, I can do this one. So 14 and 8 is 22. Then we've got 15 and 14 is 29. So I need a 1. That needs to be 3.
There.
Excellent.
It's working.
I need that hook again. I do like this. You get to reuse this thing. They're using this element more than once in the game. I do think that's really smart. Kind of unique. There we go. Okay, so I can attempt to contact Dr. Kim.
Power. That helps.
It does. It really does. So we need to be... How does this work? Yeah, I want... Oh, I don't actually turn the switch. Okay. 1, 8... Was it 305? Yes. 3... and 5. Here we go.
This is Nancy Drew calling Dr. Quigley Kim. Dr. Kim, are you there?
This is Quigley, Kim. Nancy, is that you?
Yes, I've been worried about you.
I'm in a hurry to meet you too.
I've been worried about you. Your camp is a mess. Someone ransacked it.
Well, as you are unpacked, right out here.
Where exactly are you?
You can find me at Creature Rock. The exact location is northeast, 4 hours. By west, 5 degrees, 1 minute.
Could you please repeat that?
Oh, and be sure to bring my...
Dr. Kim, I can barely hear you. Could you repeat those coordinates, please?
I rarely get you eat over now.
No, wait, I still don't know where you are. Dr. Kim! Nancy Drew calling Dr. Quigley Kim. Come in, please.
Nope.
Oh, great. All I heard was Green Trigger Rock or something. How am I supposed to figure out where that is?
Ah, this track that's playing. This is the only one that I really remember from this game. Alright. Hardy boys, this is why you're in the game. Okay, I don't know if that's who I've selected. Let's try dialing out. I have a feeling it's probably Bess. No, that didn't work. How frustrating. I hate this recording bar. Well, I guess I'll be trying to call the Hardy Boys in a moment. Okay, let's give this a try now.
Hello?
Hi, Joe. It's Nancy.
Hey, Nancy, what's going on?
Well, after I finally got Big Island Mike to give me the keys to the car Dr. Kim had arranged for me, I started driving.
Whoa. So what did Dr. Kim say when you told her somebody or something had torn up her camp?
Frankly, I'm not sure she heard me. The radio connection we had was really bad. In fact, she rattled off the coordinates of where she is now so I could plug them into my GPS, but all I heard was north 19 degrees 20-something. I think she said she was at Green Trigger Rock, but I could be wrong about that, too. I don't suppose you'd happen to have a map of the island, would you?
That would
No,
be
but I'll
smart.
keep my eyes open. Maybe I'll even ask Big Island Mike. I'm still waiting for a chance to do some snooping around his desk.
Well, if you find out anything, give me a call. Remember, what Dr. Kim said sounded like Green Trigger Rock.
Green Trigger Rock. Will do. Are you going to be able to get back here with the bridge washed out like that?
No, but I'll be okay. That bridge is the least of my worries. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Bye.
Okay, so we now get to play as Joe Hardy. And we see that part of the interface here has changed a little bit so that it's sort of distinct from Nancy's. It has a bit of a different look and feel. I also wanted to make a quick note about that conversation over the phone. I liked that when Nancy and Joe first start talking, she sort of fades out. And like, I hate fades out when they show on screen. Like the screen goes to black and you're suddenly cut to something else. It drives me up the wall. But as far as this conversation goes, we know that during the fade out, Nancy was recapping what she had done up to that point, and we really didn't need to hear it because we just did it all. We didn't need to have a repetition of that for ourselves. So I do really appreciate that her interactive thought to do that. You know, avoid having us actually listen to Nancy recap to Joe everything that's happened. So, anyways, kudos for that. So now let's talk with Big Island Mike.
Hey, what's up?
Now, I hate that I even have to click on this because we've already basically had it explained, but in order to progress and do what we need to do, we have to have this conversation.
Think you could explain this try it and trade it system of yours again?
Real simple. Over at the necklace making table, there's pictures of the different necklaces you can make out of shells, okay?
Are pictures.
You collect shells, you make something, you turn it in, you get whatever the picture says it's worth in Big Island bucks. You get enough Big Island bucks, you can buy some fishing gear and bait. You go fishing, you catch something, you turn it in, you get paid what it's worth. The better the bait you buy, the bigger the fish you catch, and the more Big Island bucks you get. The more Big Island bucks you get, the more stuff you can do in here. You see, a never-ending circle of fun. Everybody wins.
Especially you, right?
Right.
Since you get to keep everything we trade in?
Hey, the more money I bring in, the less I gotta charge customers like you.
Fair point.
You can put the shells you find in here. Whenever you're ready to turn something in, necklace, fish, whatever, go see Pua, not me. She's in charge of doling out the Big Island bucks.
Are you familiar with a place in the jungle around here called Green Trigger Rock or something like that?
Never heard of it. And I know this island better than anybody. So if I haven't heard of it, trust me, there's no such place.
Yeah, so it's this line here. If you don't ask for the explanation about the try it and trade it system, you can't ask this, and this is what gets things going as far as setting Joe on his little mission, in air quotes, to get Mike to leave.
You're always in here working. Don't you ever get out and enjoy paradise yourself?
Well, if somebody'd catch me 6 ulua,
That's
I'd have an
me.
excuse to drive them into the market in Hilo, and on the way back, do a little body surfing at this great little beach I know.
I'm game. What are ulua?
Big shorefish, real good eating. Just so happens I got their favorite food right here.
Well, get ready to take a little time off, big guy, because I am on it.
He is confident. I'm really tempted to do this because it's going to come up in a little while, but I don't want to right now. So, I won't. Whoa.
Whoa, earthquake!
Ooh, not a fan. Can we talk about it?
Joe, what are you doing here? You should be out there surfing. Pua says you're a natural.
Apparently we are not going to talk about the earthquake. Not a fan. I lived through one, and that was sufficient for me. I don't really recommend them.
It was Frank's turn to monopolize her time.
So, how'd you like that earthquake?
Oh, there it is. You know, random. It's just a weird order of things.
Frankly, it was kind of scary.
Got my heart going, that's for sure. Pele must be mad about something.
Pele?
Hawaiian goddess of fire. Her home is in Kilauea volcano. When she's mad, she makes the ground shake. When she's really mad, she sends lava down the mountain to gobble up her enemies.
Sounds really horrific. I like this one.
You mean you've got Kane Okala and Pele running around wreaking havoc out there?
Compared to Pele, Kane Okala is a noisy little fly. He's nothing. But enough about Pele. Go, get outside. You're in paradise. Enjoy.
How long have you been in this business?
5 years, give or take. Pua's idea. She saw this whole extreme vacation thing coming. I thought she was Popule, but turns out she was right. We've been making money since day one. My daughter is one smart wahine.
What happened to her mom, if you don't mind my asking?
Died when Pua was 10. Pretty rough on her. Only way she got through it was by going out on her board every day. And look at her. She's a champ. Future's as bright as they come.
Just want to point out that's actually a pretty good coping mechanism that Pua utilized. Go out and doing sports, being physically active. I mean, there are a lot of ways people will choose to cope, and some of them can be really harmful, and that's a pretty good one. And that can help with your mental well-being, emotional well-being, and of course your physical well-being. So just wanted to comment on that. I don't know that her interactive really intended for people to think about that as a coping mechanism and, you know, the overall benefits of it, but it's there. Might as well mention it. So.
Turned into your basic all-around good kid, huh?
With Pua, what you see is what you get. Just wants to surf. And be the best in the world while she's at it.
Well, better get going. Paradise awaits.
Later.
I do like this track too. I forgot about this one. The music in this game just doesn't stand out to me.
Hey, Joe. Ready for another lesson?
Still recovering from the last one.
You did swallow a lot of water out there.
Well, I'm sure Frank swallowed a lot of water the first couple of times you took him out, right?
Actually, Frank's doing okay. He hasn't come off his board once. Of course, that might change when he actually stands up on it.
Frank hasn't stood up yet?
Oops, I probably shouldn't have said that. Look, how about we change the subject?
Let's talk about a terrifying earthquake.
You feel the earthquake?
Yeah, wasn't that great?
No, hard pass. Yes, this one.
Sure, it was a blast, if you don't count the sheer terror part.
I love earthquakes. It's like standing up on a big, huge roller coaster.
And this is one of my big fears, tsunamis. This is why I don't live on an island anymore.
You're not afraid of tsunamis?
Me? Afraid of big waves? Not hardly. Look, until somebody figures out a way to stop earthquakes, they're gonna happen. So I say, why not enjoy them?
Are Frank and I your only pupils right now?
Pretty much. You guys are the only excursions Dad's got going this week. I coach some local kids, but they've got finals.
How's your dad doing? You know, business-wise.
Okay, I guess. I mean, we don't live in a mansion or anything, but we got food, we got clothes. Dad gets to show off his island, and I get to surf. Far as I'm concerned, we got everything we need.
What else do you like to do besides surf?
Nothing.
Aw, come on. You like to ride motorcycles, go to wild parties, pig out on shave ice? Tell me.
I surf till it gets too dark, I come home, I eat, I go to bed, I get up, I surf till I gotta start teaching, I help my dad. That's it. That's my life.
Think that'll change when you win the championship?
You bet it will. My dad told me if I win, he'll hire somebody to take my place here, which means I'll finally be able to surf all day. See, what you don't seem to understand is I get all the kicks I'll ever need out there on my board.
No, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
What do you think about all this Kane Okala stuff?
I'd rather not say. You'd laugh.
So you believe he's real?
Look, first the Healy Center closes its doors to visitors and gets real secretive about what it's doing up there. Then something goes wrong with the pineapple crop. Coincidence? I don't think so. I mean, Kane Okala has shown up before when somebody endangered the islands. Why shouldn't I believe that he's back?
I don't know if this is different between the States and Canada, but center, when it's spelled C-E-N-T-E-R, like it was just in that previous bit of dialogue, that's in terms of metrics and math and stuff. So like the center of a circle, that's how you'd spell it. But when it's talking about a place, a building, a gathering center, a business, it's supposed to be spelled C-E-N-T-R-E. And the E and the R mixed up, and I see that error a lot. Again, I don't know if this is just different rules between Canada and the US, but certainly in Canada. That was a typo. Letters are in the wrong order.
He showed up before? When?
My dad said that after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, people saw Kane Okala all over the place, including my grandfather. You gonna call my grandfather a liar?
I'm saying that sometimes people, especially superstitious people, sometimes they see what they want to see.
Well, I'm not the least bit superstitious, and I swear to you, I have seen Kane Okala. Now, Amscray, I gotta work.
I like that line of Joe's about superstition, and it is very reminiscent of Rentaro in Shadow at the Water's Edge. And he has a line about ghosts. It's a very similar feel. Even though this one, Joe's line actually came first, and I'm more familiar with Shadow at the Water's Edge. I've played that far more often than I've played this game. Alright, so now, time to fish! And I've got this stupid bar here. I am not going to fish over on that side, I'm just going to go over here. And I apologize to you guys, because this could take a while, and it's really kind of boring to just watch or listen to this.
Gotcha!
Oh, hey, those.
One Kahlua down, 5 to go.
So not that I would know it, but I wouldn't take any offense if anyone fast-forwarded to when I finish fishing. If I knew how to set up the recording, or edit the recording to just zip through this, I would. I also kind of don't feel like learning how to do that. kinda lazy. And who knows, maybe you guys actually want to listen or continue to watch. Maybe this is calming.
Come to Papa.
Oh. It's not the fish I want, though. Hey! Third of the way there. My variety of fish is very limited. It's only 2.
I blew that.
Oop, I wasn't paying attention. Let's try that again. Fortunately, it seems as though I don't run out of bait. Seems to be an endless supply, which is nice. Hey, halfway. 3 of my 6 ulua. And still only 2 types of fish. I thought I'd have the other 2 by now. Could come up. Ah, there's one of them. See if I can get the freaking white and yellow fish. Oh. Come on, ulua. Or other random fish I haven't managed to catch yet. Just because I like the look of a full basket. Apparently I'm just not supposed to catch it. Oops, what am I doing?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Just got 2 more to go.
Come to Papa.
Hey, 1 more to go. Which isn't taking nearly as long as I thought it might. Interesting if you compare this with fishing in Secret of the Old Clock. And that one you kind of know where to cast your line.
Gotcha.
Whereas this game, it's all about luck. You can just try casting all over this area. There's no surefire spot to catch the particular fish that Mike wants. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Merely an observation, a comparison between the two games. Hey, there's the other fish. Got a full basket. I need 1 more. My ulua, though. Yeah, anyhow, it's just kind of interesting. They brought the same task back, but changed it a little bit. So it's not a complete replica or duplication of what we saw in the 1930s in Titusville. Come on. I would like to catch my last fish now. Thank you.
Lua number 6. That ought to do it.
There you go, folks. You just have to ask, and you shall receive. Okay, I have to go talk with Mike first, and then bring the fish to Pua.
Hey, what's up?
Oops.
Those fish you wanted me to catch? Well, here they are. What do you think?
Hey, you did it! Wasn't sure you were ready for him, but looks like I'm gonna have to stock the store with ulua bait from now on. Tell Pua as soon as I'm done here, I'm driving up to Hilo. Last I saw, she was still trying to teach Frank how to surf. Your brother's a slow learner, huh?
Welcome to my world, Mr. Mapu. Have a nice drive.
Oh, that's funny. Alright, Pua, I have some fish for you.
Hey, what's going on?
Trade you these fish for some Big Island bucks.
Let's see what you've got. Looking good. There you go.
But I don't get any Big Island bucks for the 6 Ulua.
Okay, what else?
Catch you later.
Cool beans.
She says cool beans? Is that where I got it from? I say that all the time. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Now to do some snooping.
Alone at last.
For a very short period of time, Joe. You're gonna get whacked.
March 5th. Delivery from JK exclamation point exclamation point.
Hey, points out exclamation
Wonder
marks
who or
like
what
me.
JK is.
They're similar anyhow. Alright.
So, if I were Green Trigger Rock, where would I be?
Totally illegible. It's too
Wait a
small.
minute. Three Finger Rock. That's what that bug doctor must have said. Three Finger Rock. I'd better call Nancy with these coordinates.
You have reached
Nancy Drew.
who is currently unavailable. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hey, Nance, good news. I figured out that Dr. Kim isn't at Green Trigger Rock. She's at Three Finger Rock. The coordinates are north 19 degrees, 24 hours, 42 minutes, by west 155 degrees, 9 hours, 1 minute. Gosh, I'm good.
Hey, we've heard that before.
Hey!
Joe gets clobbered. Very good
Hey,
description.
Nance, good news. I figured out that Dr. Kim isn't at Green Trigger Rock. She's at Three Finger Rock. The coordinates are north 19 degrees, 24 hours, 42 minutes, by west 155 degrees, 9 hours, 1 minute. Gosh, I'm good.
Thank you, Joe.
The gosh, I'm good. We hear that later on in Warnings at Waverly Academy. Leela says that when we're playing games with her. Alright, let's put in some coordinates. If it will let me. Oh, there we go. 19? Yes. Okay. Making progress. Here we can see where the name came from. And this is kind of neat. I do like that we get to kind of walk through all this vegetation. Hear creepy sounds.
What is that sound?
And then our little frass traps, which we'll get to later. After some back and forth. Yeah, it would be really cool to, you know, go for a hike in this kind of environment. I do think that would be really neat. Old school bridge. And Quigley! Here we go. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. We're gonna get in trouble. No, it's not our fault.
Hello? Are you Dr. Kim?
Yes, your timing couldn't be better. Nancy Drew, I presume?
That's me.
Terrific, because if you're Nancy, then you know who I am, and we can skip any further time-consuming introductory rigmarole and get right to work. Sound good?
May I ask you a question first?
Make it fast. We've got a lot of work to do.
What would you like me to call you? Dr. Kim?
Please. Just call me Quigley. Hearing someone call me Dr. Kim makes me think of my father. He was a herpetologist. He collected snakes, whereas I, from a very young age, collected insects, a hobby which he wholeheartedly endorsed. Of course, this was because he was secretly feeding my insects to his snakes. And to this day, I hate snakes. There are no snakes in Hawaii, you know. No native species, at least. Nuts. If you're going to work for me, you cannot let this happen.
What? What happened?
In case you hadn't noticed, I'm totally off subject here. I have a very bad habit of digressing. So from here on out, it's your job to keep me on task and focused. Understood?
Okay.
Good. Now, I'm roped into this tree so I can observe a nest of parasitic wasps. I believe it's a nest of Pristomeris hawaiianus. But Hymenoptera aren't really my thing, so I could be wrong.
Sure.
As you know, I'm much more interested in Lepidoptera, the larva of which many wasps prey upon. Specifically, I'm studying Norsabeta odorata, which, interestingly enough, are carnivores themselves. Now, to my knowledge, the ichneumoniid wasps I'm observing do not parasitize the larva of the Norsabeta, although Nancy, I'm digressing here, am I not?
I do have to point out, not that I can, with my cursor, not that it even matters. I really like the animation of Quigley's face when she's talking and she catches herself digressing. Like, it's really smooth. There's no cut of her, changing the way we normally see her talking. It's I guess all one animation sequence, and I really appreciate that. And it just looks really good. It's a job well done. There we go. Those are words.
I know, but what you were saying was so interesting, I didn't have the heart to stop you.
Oh, well, point taken, but try not to let it happen again. So, let's get to work, shall we? Where's the clipboard?
What clipboard?
I told you to bring my clipboard when we talked on the radio.
If you say so.
I couldn't hear you. You kept cutting in and out.
I don't know, Nancy. You're getting off to a pretty shaky start here.
Hurts me so much.
The sooner you get my clipboard, the quicker we can get started.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to tell her that somebody trashed her camp.
It just makes me feel so bad. Like, I feel like I've royally messed up. But I'm also upset because it's not Nancy's fault. I don't like this. Now I have to do a bunch of back and forth, and it's just kind of dumb. I mean, I think this must be to serve the storyline. To go back and to kind of really prove to Quigley that you couldn't hear her because the camp was trashed. And that's why we're going to be, as we'll soon see, missing a paper from the clipboard. But it's still, this is really time consuming. I really don't enjoy, not just in this game, but any game where we have to do a bunch of back and forth, and this is an example of it. This isn't the worst, but it's still time consuming. And then this whole fancy nonsense takes time to open and load, and then you have to select where you're going, and then it gets all fancy again and zooms in, and again, that just sucks more of your time as you're playing the game. I could do without. Anyways, there's a little minor rant. I don't know if I'd even call that a rant. That's certainly a frustration of mine with this game and others. Alright, we're gonna get in trouble again.
I'm back!
You've got my clipboard. Good. Let me have it.
Please.
The first page is gone. Why'd you tear it off?
I didn't tear it off.
Then where is it?
I don't know.
Nancy, I asked you to get my clipboard. How could you screw up something as simple as that?
I didn't tear that page off. Whoever trashed your camp did.
Trash my camp? What are you talking about?
When I got there, your camp was a mess. It still is. It's like someone came in and just tore the place apart.
Oh.
I tried to tell you over the radio, but the transmission kept breaking up.
Well, life goes on. That missing page was critical, but fortunately, it was not irreplaceable. I'll just have to collect and analyze all the data again. Or should I say, you'll have to.
Yeah, I guess that's my job. That's why I'm there.
What kind of data?
You'll need to locate all my frass jars and empty each one into a color-coded baggie. Each jar will have baggies hanging nearby. Then return to my base camp, sort the contents, record your counts, run them through my formula, and report back to me.
Could you maybe repeat that?
It's all on the clipboard. Just do exactly what my notes say and you'll be fine. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone, but I'm on the verge of making a huge discovery here, Nancy. Huge! If the figure you arrive at confirms the one I arrived at yesterday, we are talking major, big-time, worldwide fame. We'll be on Oprah, late-night talk shows. Somebody might even make a movie about this. In fact, I met this producer when I was in LA last year. Well, he hasn't produced anything yet, but he has this thing about butterflies, so as you can imagine, we hit it off.
Quigley.
What?
You're digressing?
Oh, right. Well, just get going. I'll give you the whole scoop after you do that analysis. Fame and fortune await. Woohoo!
Yeah, her animation, I do really like it. I don't know if I've noticed it before, but it is done really well. Oh, right, and just woohoo and everything. It stands out to me. What also stood out is that she didn't apologize for being kind of rude to Nancy. That bothers me. Okay, this thing. Alright. Well, might as well start collecting frass. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh dear. And then making note of these plants that each one is hanging by. Oh, to look at the clipboard, that's probably what I feel like I've skipped. So we've got purples by these kind of like... They're not really spiky leaves. I don't know how to describe them, but they're not like soft and fluffy. Go to the next one. Yellow. These are more like spiky leaves. And white flowers. And yeah, you need to note the plants if you haven't played this before. You know what, I'll just do this now. Because you have to note... I don't know what these things say. Stupid bar. But vegetation code. You have to indicate the plant that the...
Note and identify
site is at.
approximate vegetation.
Yeah.
Record code in analysis grid on clipboard.
This thing.
I'm going to have to identify the plants the traps are hanging next to. Yikes.
Yes. And I can't read the numbers here, fortunately. I do have these ones actually written down already. This is how to sort out the different contents. Oh yeah, I actually call it contents from the samples. There are codes and things, but we'll get to that. Blue for bananas. Oh shoot, went the wrong way. There we go. That's an easy one. I could even put in that code right away. Yeah, let's do it. Blue banana 08. Huh. There, feel like a minor success just took place. And then red with these leaves that are like dual colors. One color one side, one color on the other. On the underside, sort of this reddish tone. Okay. So then, might as well go to Kapu Cave to get the other two samples. So we need 19, 20, it's 19, yeah, 19, 20, 30. Followed by 155, 05, 33. Kapu Cave. Let me click you, please. There we go. Okay. We have green and there's no vegetation. Rocks are not vegetation, so. Green and orange. Parfait.
Look at all those webs. I wonder what made them. And why are there so many?
That would be quite the sight to see. I don't know how I'd react if I naturally stumbled upon something like this with all these webs. I suspect I'd feel really unsettled, but possibly also in awe. Kind of interesting.
Wonder what the deal is with this guy, and what's with all the animals on his teeth?
I don't know how many playthroughs it took for me to realize that this was a face and these are teeth. That's his nose. I was a bit slow on the uptake. Alright. So, we get to go to the camp and sort frass. I actually don't mind this task. It's the plant identification that I'm not exactly thrilled about. I just wonder if I should get that now. Yeah, get it out of the way. Oh, but then I have to pause the recording so I can get the phone number in. No, let's not do that. I'll wait. Let's do frass. Okay.
Oh no, the microscope lens is broken. How am I going to do all that frass sorting stuff without a microscope? Where could I find a spare lens around here?
Okay, I know I have to get this from Malachi Craven. I don't know if I have to talk to Quigley first. I think I could just go directly to Healy Healy. So that's what I'm going to do. I should count how long it takes to do this transition. See if I remember next time.
State your business. Oh, it's you. I'm supposed to let you in.
Thanks. I don't even have to go straight up to him.
What is it now?
He's also not all that polite. Well, that was obvious early on.
I need a microscope lens to complete this job Dr. Kim gave me. Only hers is broken. Do you have one I could use?
Of course, but I'm not running a charity here. If you want it, you'll have to earn it.
Oh, this.
The plants down below need to be fertilized. Think you could handle that?
You bet.
Good. Here's the key to the enclosure housing the plants I want fertilized. Don't even think about leaving before you're finished. They need to be fed now. If you make an error, it will be immediately apparent, and needless to say, I will be extremely upset.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't really want to experience that. But if they need to be fed now, why didn't you already do it? Jeez Louise. This is one of those tasks I have mixed feelings about. I don't remember sequence. I tend to just go through them all. So that's good, that's bad. Those are all good except for this one. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, let's avoid purple. Let me do that again. Oh, let's not. Let's go back to that. Bring this one back to life. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't have notes on this. Oh, that was not good. Okay, let's go back to you. Oh, I might kill this one.
That should do it.
Excellent. I thought they needed to be a little bit healthier than that, but guess not.
What is it now?
What do you think?
I fertilized those plants.
Good job. The microscope lens is yours. Anything else?
I like that you just took me at my word.
I should go. This has been a real honor.
All good things must end. Goodbye.
I didn't think Nancy sounded all that convincing.
Yes? He did what? No, 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 no! Those seedlings were irreplaceable! How could anyone be that stupid? Oh! Tell me his name. Well, you tell Mr. Fiderman that he is fired. If he isn't off the premises in 2 minutes, I will come out there and throw him over the fence myself.
Jeez Louise.
Yikes.
So I'm going to kind of repeat a thing I mentioned in Danger by Design. That is a great example of a toxic workplace. It's not okay. Don't work for people like that. Either get a different job or report the person. You know, maybe do that first, because that's not okay. They might need counseling and something to get them better. And if nothing's going to happen to make the workplace better, then get out. Run away. But toxic workplace, not okay. Terrible for your mental health. We need to make sure we're taking care of that. So there's my PSA, folks. That and how to spell the word center. Now I'll sort some frass.
What I need is a lens.
Yes, I just thought I had to get closer to it first. All right, let's start with looking at the clipboard. Let's start with red. Just so I can do things in order. Okay. What am I looking for? Frass. Those are those things. Okay. Those are seeds. I had to take a second because I wasn't actually paying attention to what I was looking for on the clipboard. I think that's a seed, not a bug part. That's a bug part. So are these. Wings. An appendage. This lovely image I'm creating for all of you. You're welcome. Ah! I don't know how you guys do things, but this is how I've always sorted it. Seeds always at the top, bug parts at the bottom, and just leave the frass. Okay, and these should be two separate ones, yes. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, as I send my papers rolling around. Okay, red. 99 is the weight. Okay, so we've got for frass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is just to figure out the dominating content. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. And bug parts. I'm just not going to move my hand that's holding my paper down. It keeps curling up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Awesome. Which means we go to the clipboard. We don't know the vegetation code. I feel like I said that when we read frass. We said was 99. Number of seeds. That one I actually did need to count. That's good. That was 12. And then predominant thing, we go here. I'm going to assume the top one says 105 because I can't see it. So most numerous was seeds followed by frass. So it's 403 is the code. 403. 403 or 405? Hang on. 405. Where did the 3 come from? It's holidays, you know what? There's my excuse. My brain stopped working. All right, next is blue. We just get to do the same thing. It's pretty straightforward. When I first played this game, I had a really hard time trying to figure out what this task was all about, and as soon as I got it, like it clicked really quickly. Or, well, quite suddenly, I should say. And I was like, how did I not understand this before? But I feel like this is one of those tasks that a lot of people struggle with understanding what the goal is and what they're supposed to be doing. I don't know why that is. I guess there's just something about the way it's described just doesn't click very well. Or maybe I'm wrong and it's really just me who suffers and struggles with this. I'm just separating those. Yeah. Okay. I want 108. Hold down my paper. All right, frass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. 10. Number of seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Yep. 8. And then bug parts. 3, 6, 9, 12. Double check that. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So, frass weight was 108. Number of seeds was 8. And then detritus detritus, or whatever. I don't know how it's pronounced. I always thought it was detritus, and then I've heard it pronounced detritus. I could be very mistaken. So number 1 is not frass. Bug parts followed by frass. Insect parts by frass. 505. There are no 3s in this. 505. All right. Took about 2 minutes. Let's continue on with purple. I'm assuming... Actually, no, I don't know if that did put the purple baggie out. I'm just going to do this again in case I... Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Ah. Lots of legs. Ooh, poor bugs. Just separating these ones. Again, just separating so there's no confusion. Okay, 119. Frass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I count that one twice? I don't think so. 11. Yep. And then seeds are 9. Insect parts. Feels like there are a fair few. 10, I do believe. 10. Yes. All right. So, again, vegetation code, I don't know. Frass weight was 119. Number of seeds, 9. And then we need our final code. Ooh, went too far. Okay, it's going to be frass and insect parts. So I'm going to say that's 105. Oops. All right, next is green. Oh, vegetation code. No vegetation. We can do that one. Awesome. Okay, let's get green. These ones are nice and easy. Green and orange. Ah, they're easy when my cursor works. You know, and I say this is a fairly easy task, and yet so many times I've done it wrong. Okay. Green. So we've got 44 for our weight, and then we've got 4 for frass, 3 for seeds, and 5 for insect parts. Pretty easy. Okay, frass weight was 44. Number of seeds said was 3. And then we are looking for, it's going to be insect parts and then frass. So 505 again. Awesome. And then orange is also 11 because there's no vegetation. Be a nice easy one again. Super simple. Orange. Lovely. 70. 70 is our weight. We have 4 chunks of frass, 5 non-insect seeds, and then a mere 3 bits of bugs. Alright, let's see here. 70, right? Yes. Number of seeds is 5. Seeds is our lead, followed by frass. So 405. And then our last one is yellow. Oh, we don't have our vegetation code for that yet, so skip it for now. Ooh, this one is going to be quite the opposite of our last two. There's a lot here. Oh, trying to use space the best way I can. It's easier said than done. Oh, I never remember with these. I assume that's frass and not a bug part. You know what? I don't trust. Subtly questioning it. It's an insect part. I don't know if I was counting that as frass or if it showed up before. Insect part. Well, we'll see. I think that's where I've messed up before, actually, is this. That particular item. Just gonna separate those. I'm really curious on whether or not I messed up earlier ones. I'll see later on. Alright, 150. Frass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? 14, number of seeds. 9, right? And insect parts, let's see. 12 is what I'm seeing. Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully I've done all of these correctly. What did I say? 150. Number of seeds is 9. And then detritus. Our lead is frass, followed by insect parts. So 105. Did that again. Oops. Nope. Alright. Time for vegetation codes. Do I quickly check these bags? Okay, that one doesn't have any. Yellow's the one I just did. Orange. Oh! No, I'm just gonna double check this. I said this was orange, right? I hope so. Yeah, that changes things. Ah. Let's redo this. Okay, weight is now 37. We got 3 for frass, 5 for seeds, 4 for insect parts. Okay. So, revisiting orange. Frass weight. 37. Oh. I don't know what I did. I hit something. I don't know if that's going to show up in the recording. I just had something and some pink writing show up on the screen. Clicked a button. Oh, was that already 5? Okay. And then I'm just going to backspace this one. And I think this code is going to change. We are leading with seeds and then insect parts. 305. Yeah, that's different. Okay. Now let's go through the rest. Let's go through all green. Doesn't have it. That's fine. How about purple? Doesn't have that piece. And blue. doesn't have it. Okay, good. Glad I double checked. And now I get to call the Hardy Boys again. Woohoo! And find out some vegetation codes. What fun this will be. Except I won't, because it's time consuming. Because I have to do a whole bunch of things before I can figure out the vegetation codes. Hi! Okay, let's give them a call again.
Hello?
Frank? Well, hi, it's Nancy. Sorry, guess I expected Joe to answer.
Well, as it happens, Joe's at the clinic getting treated for a concussion.
What? What happened?
Someone jumped him while he was poking around Big Island Mike's immersion center. Just after he left that message for you, in fact. Turned around and wham! Gets knocked unconscious by someone swinging a big wooden mask.
Is he gonna be okay?
He'll be fine. The doctors are just doing their usual observation thing. Joe knows the drill. So what's going on with you?
Well, let's see.
Phew, this Quigley lady sounds like she's gonna be a real taskmaster. Anything I can do to help?
So again, we skip hearing her share what's been going on, and that's great. We don't do sort of that fading of the voice and volume, but still works.
I could use some help identifying some of the plants that the frass jars are hanging next to.
I'll take a look around here, see what kind of information I can dig up. I'll let you know what I find out.
Great. That's it for now.
Talk to you later.
It might actually be okay. I might not have to spend as much time as I was thinking. I already have some Big Island bucks. Oh, hello. Alright. Will that number already be in the phone? Oh, for which I'll have to stop the recording. How annoying. Anyways.
Frank, how's your brother? He back from the clinic yet?
No, they wanted to keep him under observation for a while. But he'll be fine. Joe's nothing if not hard-headed. Any idea who clobbered him?
Like I told the cops, probably just some bum who wandered in off the beach looking for cash.
Does that happen a lot?
Couple times a year. Soon as they see me, they run like heck. But today I wasn't around, so somebody figured he'd help himself.
Is anything missing?
Nope, not a thing. Look, whoever the guy was, he's no richer, I'm no poorer. He's gone, I'm here, no big deal. Well, except for your brother getting walloped like that.
Yeah, it's kind of not great.
Do the police have any leads?
Nah, real low priority case for them. The one guy I talked to barely looked around. But hey, you want to look around? Play detective like on TV? You go right ahead.
Is this your pawn ticket? I found it over there.
Never seen it before.
Then maybe it belonged to the guy who clobbered Joe.
Or maybe it's been lying there for weeks. The guy who cleans this place doesn't exactly keep it spotless. Namely, me.
Thanks for your help.
Catch you later.
I will call it later. Alrighty. We want Hawaiian planets.
Please insert a Big Island buck.
I will insert a Big Island buck. Oh great. I cannot read what this says. The recording bar is in the way again. Meh. Well, let's see. Let's see. I can read this one, it's low enough. This is a possibility for, what was it, for purple? You know what, I'm gonna write that down. Ah, curling paper. Hala Pepe. Assuming that's the pronunciation. Okay, can't read it, but that's not one of them. Oh, no, that's the one. That's what I need. Koa. Okay. Now. Yes. That was for a yellow, right? Yeah. Okay. Naropaka. I don't know how to pronounce that. No, we already know banana. Yes. Maiko something, because that's all I can see. That's fine. That's all I need. Return to menu. Are you sure your money's worth? Yes. Yeah, it's kind of neat. You can check out a lot of extra stuff here that's not relevant to solving the case, but is certainly relevant to where the game takes place, which is really cool. Sort of like in Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake at the ranger station, you can look up some old information there, as well as numerals and things. So this is kind of nice. I do like this inclusion of an opportunity to further your knowledge with regard to Hawaiian-related history or culture and all that stuff. Folklore. Learn about the island. So that's pretty cool. You know, here's another positive. I'm like I said, really being pretty good about pointing out the positives in this game, which is actually a big deal because I don't really enjoy this game. I remember the first time I replayed the game. Oh, the regret. It stuck with me how badly I did not want to continue replaying the game. Alright, I can't see anything here. What's that? I'm going to try dialing that number, see if I can avoid pausing the game.
Richard Akins.
Hello, Mr. Akins. This is Frank Hardy, calling from Hawaii.
Yes, of course. In fact, I just got out of a meeting in which Puamapu was the main topic of discussion. Marketing is enthusiastic about using her, but they need to move quickly. So, if there's anything unsavory about the Mapus, I must know now.
Unfortunately, my brother was in the process of looking around Mike Mapu's office when he was knocked unconscious.
Good heavens, is he all right?
The clinic wants to keep him under observation for a while, that's all. The bad part is, he didn't see who did it.
Do you think the Mapus had something to do with it?
I guess it's possible. Mike Mapu said it was probably just somebody who wandered in off the beach looking for cash. But I won't know anything for sure until I do a lot more checking.
Please, do it quickly. Time is of the essence.
That's it for now.
Keep up the good work.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how many lines of text are there here that I can't see. Oh, can I? No, I think I tried this before. Trying to arrow down. Arrow down. Man. Doesn't work on the keyboard either. Yeah, I think whatever number's there is probably the one I need to dial, so I will be back shortly. Okay, let's give that a whirl. Call this
Pawnshop, this is Davy.
I found a receipt from your shop that somebody dropped. I'd kinda like to find that person, so I just wondered if you could maybe tell me who you wrote it out to.
Sure, what's the number?
It's receipt number 57441.
Hang on.
I like this with background stuff.
How well do you know this guy?
That depends on why you're asking.
Turns out the stuff I bought off of him was stolen. Cops are looking for this guy too. Name's Johnny Kuto. Apparently he's got a pretty nice career going for him as a freelance thief. Address he gave me turned out to be bogus. Gave me a cell phone number too, but he never picks up.
Oh, I should be able to go through it all.
Think you could give me Kudo's phone number?
Got it right here. 808-555-9258. Good luck getting him to return your call.
What did you mean when you said Kudo is a freelance thief?
You tell him what you want, he'll steal it for you, for a price. Cops say he's pretty good. Think he's stolen everything from microchips to airplane parts.
What kind of stuff did Kudo sell to you?
Laptop, digital camera, and a PDA. Police said it was smaller than the stuff he usually goes after. Probably just needed some pocket change.
Do you have any idea why Johnny Kudo would be hanging around a business called Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursions?
Police mentioned that he's always looking for places to hide what he steals until it's safe to deliver it. Maybe somebody at this excursion thing is helping him out.
Hey, I really appreciate your help.
Hey, no problem. Good luck to you, mate.
Alright. Does this one say Johnny Kudo? No, the one above. Or might that say pawnbroker? No, Johnny Kudo, if it's alphabetical, I'm gonna have to pause this again. Alright, we're actually at the top of the list. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Anyways, dial.
The person you have called is not available. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hey, Johnny. You don't know me, but you know my brother. He's the one you slugged when you were at Big Island Mike's. I know what you two have been up to. So if you're smart, you'll give me a call. 280-555-7263.
Oh, that means I'm gonna have to go down to get Nancy's number 2, but first I want to talk to Pua. Or not.
Hello?
This is Kudo. What do you want?
Mostly I want to know why you slugged my brother.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the thing you got going with Mapu.
Hey, I've got nothing going with that overgrown jerk. The guy double-crossed me, okay? We had a deal. I came through, he didn't. So I went looking for a way to even the score. Your brother was in the wrong place at the wrong time, that's all.
Why do you think Mapu double-crossed you like that?
You don't know anything about this, do you?
Hey, I know all about it. In fact... No, wait! Hello? Hello? You there? Shoot.
Sort of reminiscent of that phone call Nancy made to that Chicago number. Her trying to bluff her way through and but not falling for it. Same thing with this call with Kudo.
Hey, Frank. How's Joe doing?
He's still at the clinic, but he'll be fine.
Nothing like that's ever happened to a guest before. Ever. You're not gonna, like, sue us or anything, are you?
Could say that. It's a reference to Nancy, but nah.
Nah.
That's a relief.
The guy who clobbered Joe, what do you think he was doing in your father's office?
You know, you sound just like the police. They asked me the same thing.
Really? Must be all those cop shows I watch.
Like I told the police. I have no idea who that guy was or what he was up to.
I'm not sure how to tell you this, but I have reason to believe your dad is involved in something he shouldn't be.
What do you mean? Like what?
Like hiding or maybe even fencing stolen property for someone.
What?
Look, it's a real long story, and I can't prove anything, so you don't really have to worry. But if he was, say, trying to hide a bunch of stuff for somebody, where do you suppose he'd put it?
Oh my gosh, the chamber. That's what he's been doing in there. This island is riddled with lava tubes, tunnels made by ancient volcanoes. They go all over the place. My dad knows them all. Lately, he's been spending a lot of time in one of them. He calls it the chamber because it's so big, but he refused to tell me what he's been doing. I was going to sneak down there and see for myself, but the earthquake caused this huge cave-in near the entrance. I can't get past it, but neither can my dad. So whatever he's been keeping down there is still there.
There's no other way to get into this chamber thing?
Yes, there is, from the water. It says so on this old chart my dad has.
Then what are you waiting for?
The problem is, you can't just snorkel to the entrance. You have to ride different currents to get there. The chart supposedly says how to do that, but I've never been able to figure it out. But if you can figure it out, you might be able to find the entrance.
I'm all for it.
But if you do, and it turns out that my dad is doing something illegal, I want you to promise me that you won't call the police without talking to me first.
Deal.
I promise I won't call the police. Say it.
I promise I won't call the police unless I talk to you first. Okay?
Okay. The chart's in that old trunk in the immersion center. To open it, you'll need to know what my father calls his favorite flavor of shave ice. I can never remember, so you'll have to ask him. Just don't make me sorry I trusted you.
Oh, I wanted to get that snorkeling gear. I guess I could try and get it afterward. Oh, I need 30. Aw, criminy. Looks like I'm gonna go collect some shells. Oh.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing's the matter with me. I've come to my senses, that's all.
I'm not gonna let you ruin everything. You hear me? I'm not.
Don't do what I tell you.
No, I'm not going to listen to you ever again.
You come back here. Pull up.
Jeepers. That's intense. Okay. Ooh, nice shells. Ah. Oh, I know I skipped a spot. Okay, so for you guys, this is unfortunately a bit time consuming to have to watch. But I don't mind it. Yeah, I need some tokens to get snorkeling gear.
Hey, what's going on?
Ever heard of a guy named Johnny Kudo?
Never heard of him.
Liar.
Think Pua knows him?
She might have gone out with him or something. Why are you asking?
I think he may be the guy who clobbered Joe.
Playing Kojak, huh? Well, I wish I knew something about this Kudo guy, but I don't.
This is a reference that I don't get, so I'm not able to elaborate on it. Sorry, guys.
I'm curious. What's your favorite flavor of shave ice?
Tell you what, I'm kinda hungry, so I'm gonna make you guess. You make me a shave ice and bring it back here. If it's my favorite flavor, or combination of flavors, I'll tell you. If it's not, well, you'll just have to keep making them till you get it right.
I think I can handle that.
Like I always say, a busy customer is a happy customer.
Good talking to you.
Catch you later.
I remember 2 of the 3 offhand. I have to look at the other ingredients. Well, I might remember all 3. But first, I'm just gonna get more shells while I can. Just have to go and come back. That's the way to do this. Do that again. Do that all the time. Okay then. Not very many. Okay. Costs, what was that, 1? Okay, I know I need lime. Mango. Oh shoot, yeah, flavor, so it must be coconut.
There we go. Now I'll just take this to Big Island Mike and hope that it's his favorite flavor.
Oh.
Hey, what's going on?
Got a shave ice for you to try.
Let's have it. You did it.
Yes.
That was my favorite flavor combination. Lime, coconut, and mango. I call it Honi Awa. That's Hawaiian for sour kiss.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
Before I open the chest, I'm gonna look for some more shells. Ooh. Looks like I'll be making another aloha necklace. Alright. Let's go open this here trunk. I'm glad I didn't call Nancy right away. I would have missed out on all this and had to come back. That's annoying. Okay. An H, an O, an N. I can't press the other arrow. My I. And then apostrophe. A. W. Oops, too far. And then A.
Whoa. Weird looking dude. Looks like he has something to do with getting into that chamber thing.
Let me force call Nancy.
What? I've never seen him before.
Oh, that's
but
fine.
Maybe Nancy has.
I think I automatically come back to Frank later.
Hello?
Hey, Nance, it's me. Listen, I just came across something kind of weird, and I thought I'd see if you knew anything about it.
I'd love to be able to help you. What is it?
Well, it's a drawing of this creepy face that has a mouth full of teeth with all these animals on them.
Wait a minute. I saw a face like that. It was carved into this wall I found while emptying frass jars for Quigley. Tell me more about the animals.
Well, there's an eel, a turtle, a shark, a manta ray, a porcupine fish, an octopus, a crab, and an urchin.
Interesting. Maybe I'll go back and take another look at it.
It has something to do with this old map I found, so I have the feeling it's important.
Then I'll definitely take another look at it.
Thanks, Nance. See ya.
I will take a look at it, but just not yet. Get this done first. Vegetation code. Okay. You are Myconia. Myconia? Purple. It was Koa. 03. Yellow. What did I say yellow was? Oh, that one. 06. Okay. See if I've done this correctly. Oh, I do need to read content. A gigantic number.
18. That's nice.
Oh, and I think that's wrong. Oh no. Let me double check this. It was banana, right? 6 for yellow. No vegetation for orange and green. Red. It's the who's it? Myconia. Oh, Koa should be 4. Ah. Let's try that again. It's because I was right beside the 3 on that side.
$119,456. All right.
I feel like that's not right either, but maybe it is. Well, we'll see. I'll go check with Quigley. Okay, that took 21 seconds from the moment I clicked on the vehicle to landing here. It's too long, guys.
Quigley? Yoo-hoo! Quigley!
What?
I just wondered if you knew what the deal is with all those webs at Kapu Cave.
Don't worry, they were made by Norsabeta larvae, not arachnids. I mean, spiders. I'm not sure why they like that cave so much. Must have something to do with their food supply.
Kinda.
Oh, I was just curious. I'll get back to work.
No, I need her.
Quigley, can I talk to you?
This part is sort of poorly done.
Well?
All through, I think.
Don't tell me, don't tell me. Okay, tell me.
Well, the number your formula machine came up with was 119,456.
Oh, good.
Yes, yes, it really is true. I've stumbled upon the biggest bloom of Norsabeta larva ever recorded. We're gonna be famous, Nancy, and with any luck, rich as heck. Way to go!
Thank you.
Ooh.
I just wish I knew what you were talking about.
You just confirmed that for some reason, the Norsabeta odorata in this area, maybe on the whole island, are reproducing at an unheard of rate.
After her excitement, she went back to her original position, and that was not a smooth transition. That was unfortunate and really disappointing, given how well everything else had been up to that point.
What are Norsabeta odorata?
It's a kind of moth, and to have it suddenly be producing 10 times more larvae than usual, it's huge! Nothing like this has ever happened before, anywhere. It's as if you woke up one morning and found 1,000 baby robins in your front yard. It just doesn't happen. Okay, you've confirmed what is happening. Now we need to figure out why it's happening. You need to analyze the contents of those frass jars. The notes on my clipboard will tell you how to go about it. We need to know what all those Norsabeta caterpillars have been eating.
You mean the stuff in those jars came from caterpillars?
Yep.
Of course, they're frass jars. But before you start your analysis, you need to get a sample of whatever it is that Malachi Craven is secretly growing up there at the Healy Healy. Even if it means sneaking in. See if that's what those caterpillars have been eating. Something big's going on here, Nancy. Let's make history and find out what.
Man, I don't like this part, going back to Healy Healy. Oh, boo. At least I didn't have to recheck all my frass stuff. Well, let's get this over with. All I can do.
State your business. Oh, it's you. I'm supposed to let you in.
Okay, so Craven, it better be snoozing.
Dr. Craven? Yes. He's sound asleep. He must have decided to take that antihistamine after all. Perfect. Oh my gosh! This is the page that was torn off Quigley's clipboard, which means the person who trashed your camp must have been Dr. Craven?
Indeed. Hydroxylamine? I don't know why I'm looking at this. It doesn't matter.
Uh-oh. How do I turn this thing off?
I'm getting there. Does not look like a comfortable chair. Hello, mute. Okay. So, what's his face? With an F. Spider-Man, right? Security level 3. Number ends in 93.
All right. Looks like employee number 14-667-93, otherwise known as Fighterman, was assigned to locker 13. The combination is R4L2L7R9.
I appreciate Nancy saying that out loud while I wrote it down. Okay. Locker 13. R4, right? And interesting, how you determine which is right and which is left. I'm assuming that way. But when you come around, yeah, anyways. And now, is it left to number 2 or left 2 spaces? I'm just gonna go to the numbers, because I don't remember. But it makes sense, given what's to come. Yeah, that worked. Okay.
This should keep those men in yellow off my back.
Oops. There we go. Alrighty.
There's about a jillion plants in here. How am I supposed to know which one to take a sample from?
That's what the computer's for, in a really weird way. Hello. Do you mind me?
Maybe this'll help me figure out what plant I'm looking for.
Oh. I did not write down his employee number. Oh. It ended in 93. Please be here. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, 14667-93.
Accounts. That doesn't sound very helpful. Looks like a list of substances and the names of the beds containing the plants they came from.
Richard Akins, hey!
Richard Akins at Akins Biotech? That's who hired Frank and Joe Hardy to check out the Mapus. FBRC21 was extracted from an unexpected but fortuitous mutation, which I've managed to successfully propagate. Have it tested immediately because I do believe this is the one. Mutation, huh? Something tells me that's the plant I need to get a sample from.
Okay.
Yes, it says here that FERC21 was extracted from the plants in bed HH3333. And according to that note from Dr. Craven, those plants are apparently mutants.
And then an alarm is going to go off. told ya.
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm going to have to stay out of sight from here on out. Okay, little plant. This won't hurt a bit.
We're still patrolling, but nobody's seen anything. Over. Still no sign of the intruder. Over.
Just trying to remember if they had to move more.
Waverly here. Haven't seen anything or anyone unusual. Over.
Ooh, haha. Apparently I'm not going to change out of the gear? The kit or the gear? I'm just going to stay in it. Alright. Well, that wasn't as unpleasant as it can be. Alright, time to do some analyses.
There's that weird whispering again.
Very strange. Alright. Clipboard, because I don't remember how to do this. Put frass sample into the empty test tube. Add 2 drops of BQ19 to the test tube containing the frass sample. Note color of sample. Put sample of possible source material into separate test tube. Add 2 drops. Okay. Oh, I forgot to get the thing from Quigley's bag. It's just going to take an extra minute or so. Oh, did she not talk about her bag?
Quigley? Could you come down here?
Now what?
I'll get out of your hair now.
Keep up the good work.
I guess I'm remembering things before they've happened in this course of the game. Which explains why I remember the time we could do that. Well, I wasted that time for nothing. That's fine. Alright, let's do this in the proper sequence.
Looks like this has a built-in scale.
That's not what I meant to do. Let's take another one. Or just do that first.
Uh-oh, the color of the leaf sample from the Healy doesn't match the color of the frass sample. I guess I better go tell Quigley.
Yep, I can do that. And then we'll do more analyses.
Quigley, can I talk to you?
I can't come down right now. The wasps I'm observing are doing some kind of dance, and I'm taking notes. What do you want?
Whatever those caterpillars have been eating is not what Dr. Craven's been growing at the Healy Healy.
The samples didn't match?
No. What should I do now?
Okay, listen up. Open my pack down there, take out the container of canopy samples I collected, and see if one of them matches the frass sample. Got that?
Got it.
Oh, the ring's not here yet either. Okay.
I don't need to analyze that.
Oh, I guess I'll do this.
Definitely not blue.
I mean, I know which one it is. The fritillated flag beetle, but I'm just gonna go in order.
That doesn't match.
Nope. This one will. Get nice.
Not a match.
Oh, that was breadfruit. Sorry. This is the one.
A match. So, looks like those caterpillars have been eating fritillated flag beetles, whatever they are.
And just for good measure, we'll continue.
That doesn't match. Not a match.
And the reason you do this is maybe the fritillated flag beetle were consuming something else. And so you might have more than one thing turn the color, because maybe the thing they were eating is actually the source. So anyhow, there's that. Alright, back to Three Finger Rock. And I think I can get that ring.
Quigley, could you come down here?
Have you got something?
Well, it looks to me like those caterpillars have been eating nothing but fritillated flag beetles.
Fritillated flag beetles? No, that's not possible.
I've never even heard of a fritillated flag beetle.
The fritillated flag beetle is a relatively minor species in this area. But if your analysis is correct, that means they're multiplying at an even greater rate than the Norsabena are. The question is, why? Fame and fortune just got put on hold, Nancy. We can't go public with this until I figure out what the heck is going on.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Up. I do my best thinking when my feet aren't touching the ground. Don't ask me why.
I've carried you long enough, Nancy. You're on your own.
Yes.
Oh, wait a sec. I know what you can do. There's a metal ring inside my pack. I found it at Kapu Cave when I was setting out frass traps. Maybe you can figure out what it's for.
Done.
Darn thing's got me stumped.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Alright. I'm done with Quigley. Hallelujah. And I'll be frank soon. I feel like I'm actually nearing the end. The time-consuming part is going to be getting enough tokens to rent snorkeling equipment. How annoying. But I feel like I'm kind of in the home stretch. That would be great. Alright. A nose ring.
A nose ring, of course.
Alright. And then curling pages.
I can move his teeth now.
Okay, we need an eel, shark, turtle, octopus, manta ray, porcupine, fish, crab, although I wrote crap, and a sea urchin. Okay, what do we have here? We have a shark, an urchin, and a crab. We've got a few things. Bird, eel. Okay, so this one's going to be the eel. That's our manta ray. Not going to be an eel. Could be the octopus, could be the turtle. It's got a bunch of them. Octopus, manta ray. Eel. Okay, so this is either octopus or manta ray. What about you? We've got crab, urchin, shark, a few things. Okay, jellyfish. No, no. Crab. Okay, you're a crab. Urchin, turtle. Either urchin or a turtle. How about you? Manta ray, eel. It's gonna be the manta ray because I figured out that's an eel. You're not a manta ray, so you are an octopus. I think it's these ones I figured out. I should be writing this down. Let's see. Shark, urchin, or crab. So this one's a turtle. Pufferfish wasn't one of them. No. A few things. Okay, no, this one is an urchin. Okay, that one's a shark. Porcupine fish. That's what that was. Totally ignored it the whole time. Or until just before the end.
It opened! I better call and tell Frank.
I feel like I'm in the home stretch. But I know I'm gonna
You have reached
have some work to do.
And or Frank Hardy. Only we're not available.
At the tone, please leave a message.
Frank, it's Nancy. Hey, remember that creepy face that had been carved into a wall? The one with all the pictures on its teeth? Well, thanks to that list of animals you gave me, the face opened up. And I'm about to explore whatever's behind it. I don't know if or how this helps you, but I just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, I'm going in, so wish me luck.
Okay. No, I actually have to click forward. I was thinking that we then go to Frank. Forgot there actually is some stuff here.
I feel like I'm in a sauna.
This would be terrifying.
That's lava. No wonder it's so hot in here.
Hang on. What is there? Okay. Oh, I can jump. Yeah, I wouldn't do this. Like, no way, man. Risk my life? Not gonna happen. Yeah, I have a hard time suspending my disbelief when it comes to this. Oh, this is about like sounds.
No use trying to go that way.
Trickling water. Once I jot this down. I guess that would be light coming through. Wind. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah. Fire. See? Terrifying. Crumbling rock. Does that weird like lizard thing. More death traps. Okay. Oh, fantastic. I can't quite make out what that is. Water. I think it's water. Okay, and then light, so the sun. Oh. Apparently not. Oh, probably the death thing first. Nope. Is light not part of it? Maybe it's not. Okay, go to wind next. Oh, okay. Fire. Crumbling rock. I thought because there's that shaft of light that beams down, that was actually something that you take note of. Ah, yes, I do like this. Can't look at anything over to the side.
I wonder if these pictures tell some kind of story.
Of course, I can't really grab. Well, I might not be able to grab the ones underneath. Let's see. Yeah, this could be interesting. I can't see this entire image. Okay, but you are just a tiny plot. I think this is number 1. Here's my tiny plant again, so that's number 2. My plant grows. Well, I will have to do this part without you guys, and then you'll see when I'm almost done. Okay, I've got the last 2 to do. Hopefully I've done this correctly. Yes. Okay. I need to move, I need to move. Please let me move. There we go. Excellent.
Frank, it's Nancy.
I know
Hey,
this.
remember that creepy face that had been carved into a wall? The one with all the pictures on his teeth? Well, thanks to that list of animals you gave me, the face opened up, and I'm about to explore whatever's behind it. I don't know if or how this helps you, but I just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, I'm going in, so wish me luck.
If the pictures on that old current chart helped her, maybe whatever she just did to open up that face will somehow help me.
Yes, do I have the chart? That's not the chart. This is, because I know I didn't quite get all the fish in order when I wrote them down. Eel, shark, turtle, octopus. Yes. Pufferfish. Or porcupine fish, rather. That's next. And then crab. Let's fix my spelling. Urchin. And then the manta ray. Alright. That order is important. I think it is. Alright. I'm at 9, right? Because I have to spend 1 to get that. Alright, let's get some more shells. Ooh, hello. Pretty shell. Talk to Pua and just make sure I'm right about the cost.
Hey, what's going on?
Think I could rent some snorkeling equipment?
Long as you've got 30 Big Island bucks, you can.
Oops. Guess I'm gonna have to wait.
Need anything else?
That was some argument you and your dad had.
You heard us?
Sort of. I couldn't really make out what you were saying. Not that I was trying to.
My dad can act like such a loser sometimes.
So can mine. What did your dad do?
Let's talk about something else, okay?
Guess I'll get out of your hair.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's see. What can I make? Can't make that. Can't make that. Can't make that. Can make that. What else? What are my options? Ooh, I would have to buy the beads. Alright. Aloha necklace, which is only worth 4. Ugh. Yep, here's the time-consuming part. I'm so close to the end. But I need this. I mean, I could go fishing instead. And that might be a quicker way? I don't know.
That ought to do it.
That's 4. Which will put me at 13. Not gonna get them to her just yet.
Hey, what's going on?
I was told that if I turn this necklace into you, I can get some Big Island bucks.
You can if you made it right. Let me take a look. Nice job. Here are your Big Island bucks. Pleasure doing business with you.
See you in a bit.
Let me know when you want to try surfing again.
I need another 17. Get some more shells. Oy. Oh, that sucks. Are they gonna make me go fishing? No, let's go the long way. And then you have to return the long way. Did anything magically appear while I was there? Nope.
Hey,
Oops, I
what's
didn't
going
mean to do
on?
that.
Guess I'll get out of your hair.
Let me know when you want to try surfing again.
Okay. Let's see. Is it worth it? Am I guaranteed to get at least 8? Probably. Yeah. To spend money to make money, as they say. I just think that's probably going to be faster than me trying to get shells. Although I will get a few more. Or not. Just in case I'm just a little shy, but managed to get enough shells to make a necklace. Alright, and I am limited. I've got 16 worms. Bits of grub. So sorry you guys get to and watch me do some boring fishing. Never understood the appeal of fishing. Hey, it's expensive fish. Awesome. I used to actually, as a kid, grew up living by a river. And we had this like tiny, my brother and I had these tiny like kids fishing reels with this clip-on pack for lures and stuff. And we used to try and go fishing at the river, and it was super shallow. Like, we were never going to catch anything. But we would try and do that when we were kids. And sometimes if we go to a lake, try fishing, I've never caught anything in my life. And
I got one.
I don't think I could stomach the gutting of fish. It's just unpleasant. So, someone else can do that and I will eat it. Actually, fish for dinner last night. Really good. I considered going for sushi for lunch today. Give me another ulua. Maybe another 17. I don't know how much all the fish I've caught are worth. I don't know how much the ulua are. So I don't think I'm gonna stop fishing. I'll just catch as many fish as I can. I want my 16 fish, hopefully, as long as I don't miss one, like I did earlier. Luckies, where are you? Oh, on the other side of the water where I'm not casting. The water looks pretty, by the way. There's another compliment I'll throw out to the art department. It does look really inviting, despite the sound. It sounds pretty loud. It is kind of soothing and calming. What else can I comment on alongside fish? I don't know. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean, there are other things I could talk about, but I'm going to save them for later. So when when I'm done the game because it's just going to seem so out of place bringing up some things now. Just a few more to go.
Bingo!
On to the last quarter of the bait. Last 4 attempts to catch some fish. I want some more Olua. That's not it.
Yes!
I'm glad you're excited, Frank. One more, right? Yes. Final one. I like that the jar of bait just disappears. Magically recycled. Alright. Well, just in keeping with my pattern, there's some more shells here. No, I'm not even going to make necklaces if I can avoid
Hey,
it.
what's going on?
Is it true you'll buy these fish from me?
Let's see. Looking good. There you go. Okay, what else?
I don't know what my total's at.
Think I could rent some snorkeling equipment?
Long as you've got 30 Big Island bucks, you can.
There you go.
Yes.
And there you go.
This dry bag is great. I can keep my clothes with me while I'm snorkeling.
Heck yes.
Need anything else?
Guess I'll get out of your hair.
Let me know when you want to try surfing again.
It's not going to happen. All right. Let's just walk into some water here. Good collection of shells. See? Might as well. This way. I look for more shells. Hello, turtle. Wow, I'm totally lost. Oh, I turned around. I see. I know where I'm at. Okay, you know what? That's good enough.
That eel.
And then a shark.
Whoa!
And then a turtle.
Whoa!
And the octopus. When it comes up, there it is.
Whoa!
And then porcupine fish.
Whoa!
And then the crab.
Whoa!
White urchin.
Whoa!
Last but not least, the manta ray.
The chamber Pua told me about must be in there.
Yes. Nancy set that off. So I will climb that up. Climb up that. here. And we're at the end. Pretty much. Right? Am I not? Oh, yes.
Holy cow, those things are covered with tiny beetles. Man, whatever's inside those canisters, those beetles are going for it. Big time.
Frank, what are you doing here?
Well, Pua sent me. She gave me a map. What is all this?
A huge, terrible mistake, that's what it is. I've made Pele mad.
Dad? How did you get in here?
I finally found a lava tube that bypasses the main tunnel.
Pua, you followed me?
I had to find another way in here. So I let you figure out that chart, and then yes, I followed you.
It's over, Pua. I'm dumping those things right now.
Dad, no! We're in too deep. We've got to go through with it now.
Wait a minute. You're in this whatever it is together?
If and when the Healy Healy Center shuts down, the landed zone reverts to us. Land we could turn right around and sell to developers. So I used Johnny Kudo to steal us some chemicals that would make insects start destroying the pineapples. And made it sound like Kane Okala was back to keep people out of the jungle so they wouldn't see us spraying. And then we spread the rumor that whatever was killing the pineapples was the Healy Healy's fault.
My father owes a lot of money to some really bad people. That's why we did it. And if you could just not tell anyone about this, everything will be fine.
No, Pua. Pele destroyed the tunnel for a reason. She was telling us to stop.
And then Nancy.
Pele destroyed the tunnel for a reason. She was telling us to stop.
It's Frank.
No, Pua. It's over. The earthquake was a warning. This isn't right, and if we don't stop next, she'll destroy us.
Oh, man.
You see? You see?
One of my least favorite activities. This is all about
Frank,
chance.
are you
It's
alright?
just the worst.
Hey, Nance. Yeah, I guess I'm okay. Be kinda nice to get back on solid ground, though. Any ideas?
Jump from rock to rock and head for the stairs in front of you. The ones behind Big Island Mike. But be careful. A rock that's there 1 minute may not be there the next.
I love how Nancy just knows that. But this is,
Hurry, Frank!
painful.
Big Island Mike
Yikes.
is heading for the other set of stairs. If he gets out before you do, he'll get away.
I do not enjoy this. It's not fun, and because you actually don't have a whole lot of control, it's just... I'd like there to be logic. Yeah. Okay, good. This may work. Not a guarantee. Depends on what Mapu does. Okay. That's not okay. Man. Or sort of mirror image of each other. I need one to pop up right here. If I go over here, is that going to force it to come up? Apparently not. Come on, Mapu. No, he's gonna have to hit something, I think, in that line. If I do this... Do I do that? Oh no! Oh no, he's got it! Oh shoot. I might be hooped. Okay. this again. I don't know if this is helping, or if I've just messed everything up for myself. This is terrible. Oh, I should have noted the time when I started attempting this puzzle. Oh, but I might have it. No! Except that he just moved me. Shoot. Oh, curse you. Oh, that's not the direction I wanted to go in. No! No, 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 no! No! I hate this game.
Pua and I will be going now. You should have stuck to catching bugs.
Bye!
Aloha!
Man, I have to do it all over again. What if I go in this direction?
Hurry, Frank! Big Island Mike is heading for the other set of stairs. If he gets out before you do, he'll get away.
Yes, yes. I know that. And that information's not helpful, Nancy. Ugh. We're gonna be neighbors for a second. Oh boy. If I were to rate the games by ending, oh, this is just terrible. There's nothing fun about this, in my view. If I go there, oh, this might work. Oh, yes! As long as Mapu doesn't mess it up for me. No! No! Oh, the cruelty. Oh, I am displeased. I don't want to go back. Man, I don't even know how. Oh. Like, I was so close. I am not happy about this. Worst ending. Just. Man. Oh, good. I've trapped him. Momentarily. Now I have to go do that all over again. See if I can do it before Mapu escapes again. Ah, shoot. How did I do that before? Criminy. I have to go this way? Oh, this is so annoying. This has been, what, like 5 minutes of me just going back and forth. And I was so close. Oh. Oh, man. Okay. Will that help? Yes, okay. Don't screw this up for me again, please. Oh, okay. Hallelujah. Dumb game done.
Oh, man. I've never been so glad to see solid ground in my life. Nice work, Nancy.
Tell that to them.
All the time we spent on this thing wasted. I should have just gone surfing.
And I should have just gone with you.
Indeed.
Big Island Mike and Pua finally made it to safety, and all of us managed to get out of the cave using the lava tube that Mike had discovered. Much to their credit, he and Pua turned themselves in immediately, although it took a while for the authorities to figure out exactly what to charge them with. As for what they had done, here's how Big Island Mike explained it. Desperate to pay off the loan sharks to whom he owed a lot of money, Big Island Mike remembered something. The land that Healy Healy Research Facility was on used to belong to his aunt. She willed it to the foundation that built the facility with the stipulation that the land would go to Mike if and when the Healy Healy ever closed its doors. And so he set out to force the Healy Healy out of business, knowing that once the land was his, he could sell it and pay off all his debts. First, capitalizing on what he knew about pineapples, he used to work for a pineapple grower. Big Island Mike hired Johnny Kudo to steal canisters of pheromones for him. He knew that when sprayed in the jungle, these pheromones would cause an explosion in the population of the tiny and normally benign fritillated flag beetle. To lower their risk of being seen, the Mapus spread the rumor that Connie Ocala was once again prowling the island. Then they sprayed the chemicals, and soon fritillated flag beetles were everywhere. Dr. Kim finally figured out that the weird whispering noise I had heard was the beetles rubbing their little legs together in some kind of greeting ritual. Soon, the beetle larvae, which are practically microscopic, started feeding on the local pineapples. And when it became apparent that something strange was going on with the pineapple crop, the Mapus began circulating the rumor that the Healy Healy was to blame. And their plan almost worked. The rumor made one of the Healy Healy's current owners, Richard Akins, so nervous that he hired the Hardy Boys to dig up something, anything that he could use to discredit the Mapus and shut them up. And if word had gotten out that Malachi Craven, who it turns out is the one who tore Dr. Kim's camp up in a fit of anger mismanagement, was working with plant mutations, public pressure may have indeed caused the Healy Healy to close its doors. But thanks to Frank and Joe and Dr. Kim and yours truly, the Mapus plot was exposed, and the fritillated flag beetle population quickly fell to its normal size, as did that of the Norsobeta odorata moth. So, how did I spend the rest of my time on the Big Island? Well, let's just say when it comes to cleaning frass jars, I am an expert.
Okay. Hey, sassy detective, congratulations on cracking the case. You've been awarded the title of... Is it going to be something about or related to Puzzle Master? Wiki for completing the game in record time. Actually, that's not bad. Yeah, it's been like 2 hours and 40 minutes, I think. Yeah.
Bad things have been happening to the guests at Icicle Creek Lodge. They come for winter fun, like ice skating, cross-country skiing, and snowshoeing. But some leave, fearing for their lives. Of course, the lodge is located deep in the wilds of the Canadian Rockies, and it is the dead of an unusually cold, snowy winter.
That's my winter.
But is the lodge simply unlucky? Is it the target of some mysterious curse? Or is someone behind these strange events? Or does it have something to do with the elusive wolf that haunts the surrounding hills, howling before each new disaster? Help me find out in my next adventure, The White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
All right, I'm done. I've completed the game. I can move on to The White Wolf of Icicle Creek soon. Yes! I also really don't like that game. But anyhow, there we go. So, yes, like I said, I think that took about 2 hours and 40 minutes. So, you know, a decent length of time. I mean, skipping a lot of extra stuff. Like, I could have gone back to Healy and talked more with Malachi Craven. I could have spent more time doing shave ice stuff or the stuff in the excursion center place. And going through that little database or doing the wiki tiki, which I just completely ignored for this playthrough. But yeah, I didn't feel like doing all that because that's time consuming and I wanted to get through this game. So I shall quickly go over the game. So we've got an interesting, or not, setup of Nancy's, interning. She's helping this entomologist. No mystery for the purpose of her trip. And then she quickly, stumbles upon one. She also sees the Hardy Boys, who look nothing like they did in their first game, which was really annoying, and their voices, or at least that of Frank, is different, and I don't like it. No offense to the voice actor, it's just that I liked the original tone of his voice in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, and that's what I began to associate with him. I like that deeper voice, so yeah, anyhow. And then the characters or suspects are kind of interesting. I do really like all the stuff with Quigley. Her behavior is sort of interesting, or her mannerisms and her digressing. And the animations they did around her were done really, really well. Yeah, she was kind of interesting. I liked her as a character. Malachi Craven, just wanted to smack him. I didn't care for him at all. Very pompous, very loud. So he was done really well for the type of character that they were creating. I certainly just wouldn't want him in my life. As for the two Mapus, they were interesting, pretty light, easy to talk to. I liked how they were overall, just their ways of talking. Like, Mike kind of has a big booming voice when he wants to, but can also talk really slowly and calmly. Who is just pretty chill, not over the top in any way. And I like her story about surfing. I think that's kind of cool. The location of Hawaii was interesting, kind of different from the previous games, which was nice. I liked that there was the opportunity to learn about Hawaii. It's sort of optional, with the exception of the plants. You kind of have to look at the plants. What else is there to talk about? The music works. Doesn't normally stand out. Like I said earlier, I have a hard time recalling the tunes if I'm thinking about the game and I'm not playing it. The soundtrack is just not one that pops into my mind, but it works. It is good. When you hear the songs, at least for me, I'm like, yeah, this fits. It's great. One thing, I thought this and then didn't mention it at the time. So early on, we have Nancy when she first interacts with Malachi Craven and Quigley Kim. And with Craven, she's really firm. She really stands up for herself when he's being kind of a jerk. And then she's talking with Quigley and she's so timid. And her voice kind of wavers and she sounds unsteady. And it's this total opposite personality than we saw shortly before. And it stands out and really bothers me because she's like two different people. So what happened to her ability to, stand up for herself? And yeah, that's something that does really bother me. There's this inconsistency with her interactions with these two, fairly strong characters. So yeah, there's that. What else is there to say? The detail for things was done fairly well. Yeah, I wish I could go for a hike in Hawaii. I think that would be pretty cool. Scuba diving or snorkeling would be pretty neat. I do enjoy collecting shells when I'm giving myself the time just to do that. Obviously for this playthrough I didn't want to waste people's time with doing that. So yeah, there we go. That is the Creature of Kapu Cave, released in 2006, game 15. It's done. I'm excited about that because it means I don't have to think about this again. And I will get to the White Wolf of Icicle Creek next. Although before that, I will do my book to game comparison. I look forward to doing that, and I don't know, I'll have that up sometime after this goes live. All right, thanks everybody. I hope you all have a swell day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.